I'm Billiam, and we are the Digi-Dudes! And Digimon has been having so many crossovers lately. We've already had Digimon and Metarock crossovers. We have a Digimon Monster Hunter crossover coming out soon. And it was already announced a Digimon Godzilla crossover. So that got us thinking, what other crossovers could we do?
Sonic the Hedgehog!
So this is going to be, what if Sonic characters were actually Digimon, because they pretty much are in design-wise, and who would their Digimon partners be then, based out of anime Digimon Tamers / Digi-Destined? So let's run an intro and get right into it!
Yeah!
Like we said, dudes, it's going to be, what if Sonic characters were Digimon, and who would be their Digimon partners or / tamers? So, this got us thinking, and we really like this idea of what ifs. So if you guys enjoy these what if Digimon ideas, make sure you Giga Blast that like button.
And touch really subscribe button down below.
It helps us out a ton. And if we get enough likes on this video, maybe we'll do a part 2 with more Sonic characters
and
here.
More obscure Sonic characters.
Because Digi-Dude is a massive Sonic fan, and he's got a lot of characters he wanted on this list, but I had to keep on trimming them.
Metal Knuckle,
Hold on, Digi-Dude. We have to keep on trimming it down so the video doesn't get too long here. So let's start us right off with who else than Sonic. So if Sonic...
Our chili dog-loving hedgehog himself.
So Sonic was a Digimon. Who would be his Digimon partner? This one, honestly, came immediately to me. There was somebody who matches Sonic's energy and vibe so well, it just came instantly.
It's not boom.
Davis from Digimon Adventure 02.
They can make ramen chili dogs or chili dog ramen.
Davis is just Sonic as a human, basically. Their attitudes, their personalities, they're so similar that it fits so perfectly.
He's just like the human version of Sonic, but with ramen.
I can see Sonic and Davis coming up with some chili dog ramen or something, and some type of weird concoction together, playing soccer together. I think those two are a match made right there, and I think they, look at their designs. They just kind of fit with the flaming jacket and Sonic. They just fit together, I feel like.
Now let's go with our second character.
Now our second one is going to be Tails.
Which she does show up in the second video game, so it just makes sense.
Absolutely. So Tails is a really fun and cute character, and it took me a little bit of thinking. So what we kind of did with this...
No, it didn't. Izzy.
I did come up with Izzy. It took me a little bit of thinking, but Izzy.
Izzy
is how we fit this.
It's just immediate. Come on, people. Izzy. Izzy.
So, Tails himself does kind of already have the personality very similar to Tentomon. But with his inventor aspect and his building aspect, I feel like he works really well with Izzy. The two of them would spend all day in the lab, Izzy working on the programming aspects, Tails working on the mechanical aspects of whatever they're building, and the two of them having a partnership made in heaven there. So now going over to
Amy Rose, who was actually the
not what I was going to say, but okay.
Sonic CD came out right after Sonic 2 and then Sonic 3. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
That's fine. I wasn't going in that order. But all right.
Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic CD, and then Sonic 3.
So you're going to go game order for all the characters then?
Yes.
Whatever.
Amy Rose!
So Amy
Rose.
Amy really fit with Mimi, in my opinion. Mimi and Amy have a very similar personality. They're both very much into fashion. They're both very bubbly. But at the same time, when they need to be serious, they step up to the plate and they are serious. That, and look at them. Their designs fit well together. They're very fashion-forward, bright, bold characters.
Now we can go to Knuckles.
Alright, now we're going to Knuckles. Knuckles, instantly like that, came to me who it should be. It's Marcus from Digimon Savers or Data Squad for you dub fans out there. Marcus is Knuckles. Knuckles is Marcus. Those two go hand to hand together. But I do think Knuckles would really respect him as a tamer, and the two of them would train together and spar together a lot.
Okay, so the next characters, he knows everything Sonic's going to do, but he knows everything, but Sonic knows everything he's going to do. It's Metal Sonic!
Oh yeah, Metal Sonic. So yeah, Metal Sonic, I really like Metal Sonic personally. I think he just looks really awesome. So Metal Sonic was a little weird for me to try to pick a partner to match with.
He's kind of soulless machine.
But he does have a personality, though, and it is kind of violent at the same time.
He wants to, like, prove that, like, he is, like, the better Sonic.
So, with him, I went with Ryu. He's appeared in many video games, but probably most memorable for you guys is going to be Digimon Tamers. So, he had the Cyberdramon, which would go crazy because Cyberdramon is a violent machine-type cyborg Digimon. So I felt like, in general, Ryu had experience handling difficult and violent Digimon.
Which, that would be perfect for Metal Sonic.
Exactly.
Difficult, violent, wanting to destroy Sonic at all costs and prove that he is the true Sonic.
So I thought Ryu would be a good one, especially with that like weird whip gauntlet thing he has that he uses to keep Cyberdramon in control. He can use the same thing to like grab onto Metal Sonic and pull him back if he needs to.
Oh, I got an idea. That would be really cool. So since like in this world, like all like the Sonic characters are now Digimon, there will be multiple of them.
Yep.
I'm thinking that like whenever like a Sonic shows up, Metal Sonic will automatically go straight forward and try to like race it or attack it.
That makes absolute sense to me, and I love that.
Like it'll like automatically just go and like it'll either try to race it and prove that it's faster than it, or just try to destroy it.
Now, who's next, every dude? What do we got next?
Let's go. None other than Shadow the Hedgehog.
Everybody loves Shadow. Shadow's hands
the
down
boss.
like the coolest. He's the boss. So for Shadow, I thought we had a kind of an interesting idea with him. Because he started out as a villain and then becomes an anti-hero.
Still not actually a full hero, really.
And we do know through Shadow's character development that Shadow really is very kind, especially to children. He has a soft spot for them. So then I went with the Digimon Emperor to start with. Digimon Emperor to start with the whole idea that Shadow was created with the idea that Digimon Emperor created Chimeramon.
And like
so in this scenario, like instead of Chimeramon, he created Shadow, so like the ultimate Digimon.
So it's kind of like how Gerald created Shadow to become the ultimate life form.
Exactly. So then, and then once Ken becomes good and he gets the crest of kindness, it's really fitting with Shadow becoming good and revealing his true kind nature that he really has underneath all that rough and gruff and angst.
Especially girls that have blonde hair.
Reminds him of Maria, right?
Yeah. By the way, that was a joke. I actually have no clue if that's actually true.
And I wouldn't know any better if he did.
I had no clue. I was just trying to make a joke there on Maria.
Alright, David Dude, so who's next?
Let's go his so-called brother that is kind of forgotten. Kind of because he's an Archie character and Sega kind of wants nothing to do with Archie. Eclipse! So,
ooh, when you were telling me about this character, I thought he was really cool. I liked Eclipse's design and backstory.
So, if you guys may not know, since it's only in like 2 games, but Shadow is revealed to be a part of an alien life forms called the Black Arms, and their leader, Black Doom, made a deal with Gerald Robotnik to create the ultimate life form, Shadow, who in Shadow Generations is like the main villain and wants to take over his body. Now, in the Archie comics, it takes place after the, I think it's like 2005 Shadow the Hedgehog game, that dark and moody one where he uses guns, where at the end that Shadow goes super and defeats Black Doom. By the way, there's like 10 endings in that game. That's only like one ending.
So we're summing this up real quick because David Dude's going to go into full lore here.
Oh, yeah.
I feel it already happening. So then this character considers Shadow to be his brother, because they're both made from DNA
of the Black Arms.
The Black Arms. Eclipse is a very violent character who, if he sees you as an enemy, he is going to attack relentlessly, no mercy, but at the same time, anyone he considers an ally or a friend, he really treasures. And that's why he's constantly trying to get Shadow and help Shadow, because he considers him to be his brother, because they're made from the same DNA. And that's not just Shadow, but many of the Dark Arms, too. Black Arms, right?
Black Arms.
Black Arms are the same way. He considers them to be family, children, things that he needs to protect. So this kind of really made me think when I was thinking about this character when DVD wanted to add him in.
By the way, just for an example of
who he would be, and I think it would really fit him to have Koichi from Digimon Tamers. He's the one who had the dark spirits there. Because he knows what it's like to be consumed by darkness, but he also knows that darkness isn't all evil too. It's just a part of life and the universe. So we feel like he could help Eclipse mitigate his dark urges, but at the same time we know Eclipse is extremely loyal and would be a good friend and partner to him also.
Next character we have is Silver the Hedgehog, who I think is naive.
And you know what? I like Silver. I'll admit it. Not a lot of people do, from what I've heard in the fandom and stuff. Digi-Dudes not an overly big fan of him, but I like Silver. So for Silver, we went around back and forth for a while there on who he should have, because he says he's naive, but yeah, he got tricked. He's also young too. That's the only thing everyone's forgetting. He's young. Of course he got tricked. But the point is,
he's a teenager. He's old enough to not get scammed.
The point is, Silver is a character who really wants to do what's right, and he lives and comes from a really harsh future where there's no happiness. Everything's been destroyed. Everything's just flaming buildings, basically. And he has hope. He has hope for the future, and he has hope in mankind that we can be better and create a better future together. So when thinking about this, we ended up going with TK. But honestly, teenage TK in particular, because at that point, he's gone through enough in his life where he's had to make those tough decisions, like Silver has had to make in his life.
How dare you compare them?
But yet, they're still both very hopeful characters. So I think those two would fit really well. I also think that they would vibe pretty well too in general. I think they would get together, get to chill and be good friends too. Now, who's our other character we have?
Rouge the Bad!
Ooh, I like Rouge. Rouge is cool. I don't know her from the video games. I'm going to be 100% honest about that. I only know her from the Sonic X anime.
I'll tell you about her video games. I can tell you about her in Sonic Heroes. I can tell you about her.
I know you can, Timmy, dude.
I can tell you.
But to sum it up, Rouge is a good character. She's got a good heart.
But she always is obsessed with gems and always.
She's obsessed with jewelry, gems. She likes to steal. She's got a bad side, but yet she's a good character. She's a good person.
She's part of Team Dark.
Yeah, Team Dark is Shadow's team.
Yep.
It's his group of friends.
Yeah, Shadow, Rouge, and E123 Omega.
Yeah. So for Rouge, I went with Rika from Digimon Tamers there, because honestly, I feel like her tough exterior matches Rouge's tough exterior, but at the same time, they both have good hearts, and they both are willing to do what they have to for their friends. Like you were telling me about how Rouge broke into prison to free Shadow.
Yeah, Actually, it wasn't prison. She kind of broke into Eggman's whole base at Free Shadow, but yeah.
I feel like the two of them would do well together, and they'd create a good partnership together too. Now, these ones I really liked. I know who DVD is going to go with next. I like them because they're silly and they're fun. So who are they, DVD?
The Chaotix.
The Chaotix. Now, who are the Chaotix?
The Chaotix are their leader, their Victor, the Crocodile, Espio, and Charmy the Bee.
Yeah, I think they're really fun. These guys are just kind of goofy gag characters, side characters.
I really
but they're
like their own. They have like a few comics of their own where they solve mysteries, and I really like this one.
Because they're a detective agency, right?
Yeah, they're a detective agency, and I really like it because the title of it's called Chaotix presents Fillers with Filthy Faces. It's all about them trying to stop these crooks.
So for the Chaotix, I was thinking of who they could be their partners, and honestly, I'm gonna go with the Poe brothers here from Digimon Adventure 02 when they go to China and they meet the Chinese Digidestins, and it's these three brothers. I feel like these three brothers and their goofy energy would also just match these three guys and their goofy energy, and I can see them all having a detective agency together. I would put Vector with the older brother in red, and then I would put Espy with the middle brother in blue, and then what's the bee's name? Charmy with the younger brother in yellow there. And I think that's the way I would partner them up, and they would all be good friends, and they'd all just have goofy little adventures together.
Because Vector's the one who's serious and wants to actually get to the case. My Espio's the one who thinks he's so cool.
He's a little bit on the edgier side.
And thinks he's really cool. and completely loathes himself with kunais. And there's Charmy, who's a child and goofs off most of the time.
So yeah, it fits the youngest brother's energy more. Now, we've been talking a lot about Sonic, obviously, here, and Digimon, but there's one character who doesn't really fit what we've been talking about this whole time of Sonic characters who are Digimon. And that is
Eggman.
Exactly. Dr. Eggman. Where does he fit in with this? So obviously he would end up becoming a Digi-Destined. And he would have a Digimon partner. Because anyone could have a Digimon partner in Digimon. So the real question is, who would be his partner? And there's only one Digimon absolutely ever that would be his partner. And that is Digitamamon. Exactly. Eggman and Digitamamon are perfect. If you guys don't know, Tama in Japanese is egg. So he's literally Digi-Egg-Mon or Digimon Egg Digimon.
It's like
monster.
Digital Egg Monster.
Exactly. That is his name literally breaks down to his Digital Egg Monster and Eggman. Why not? They're perfect match made in heaven right there.
Match made! Boom!
Boom!
Play the clip of Mabel in the Love God episode. Match made! Boom!
Alright guys, once again, if you like this video, if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button down there, let us know, and if we get enough likes, if we can hit triple digits, we've never had triple digits in likes. If we can hit triple digits in the likes, we're absolutely doing a part 2 with a lot more characters, and we'll do a ton of the obscure characters that Digi-Dude wants to have in here. So make sure you guys get down there and keep on hitting that like button a lot. While you're also down there smashing that like button, check out the join button there. Become one of our YouTube members. Join us there. You get lots of bonuses, early access to our videos, tons of fun stuff. And we want to have a special thank you to our YouTube members and Patreon supporters. You guys are absolutely legends. Thank you so much for helping support the channel here. If you guys also, Happy New Year's, because this is our first video of 2025. So Happy New Year's, guys. Let us know what you like. If you have any different opinions about who their partner should be, or any suggestions on Sonic characters we should do in a part 2, let us know down in the comments. We'd love to hear from you guys about them in the comments there. Maybe you disagree with some of our picks for the Sonic characters, and they should have a different Digimon tamer.
If you disagree with Eggman, you are wrong.
Yeah, you're just wrong, period. That one, he's right. Pure perfection. If you disagree with Eggman's partner, you're just wrong. Alright, guys, as always, from me, my family, to you, have a Digitastic day!